Hey there, Matt Weiner here for Fade In, and this video is a walkthrough to show you all of the different settings as of August 2025 to ensure your privacy as a writer and to keep you from inadvertently sending your stuff out there to feed the machine. So let's get into it. So the big thing to know about ChatGPT as of August 2025 is that they're kind of all over the place. They've got a desktop app, they have a mobile app, they also have a web browser version of ChatGPT. And if you look at all of these different versions of the model, the settings are not consistent. You have some things that are available on your iPhone, and certain things that are available on just the desktop app, and other things that are available in Windows and not Mac. However, if you go into ChatGPT's settings on the web browser, right, through the internet, all of your settings are available there. So when you're setting up ChatGPT, go into your web browser, and that's where I am now. You can see that I am in Google Chrome and that I'm in ChatGPT 5. So let's go through every single one of the settings in the profile to ensure maximum privacy and keep you from feeding the beast. All right. So down here in the corner, you can see my little icon with my glasses and my eyes, right? This is where you click to get to your settings. This is where everything is that you need to protect yourself. So go into settings, and you're going to have all of the different um, panels over here that you're going to go through. So we're going to go through them one at a time. General, nothing here really matters. So you could set this to anything. I actually like to set my accent color to blue because I like the color blue, and it stands out better on the background when I'm working. Everything else can be kept the way it is. None of this really impacts your security. I, though, like to turn off show follow-up suggestions in chats, and show additional models. You can still access the additional models, but you don't really need them with ChatGPT-5. It's all kind of built into the same model. The reason that I turn off show follow-up suggestions in chats is because it'll keep you from inadvertently saying yes to something that might create generative AI. And so it's just a safeguard to yourself so that you're not like, oh, wait a second. It asked me if it wanted me to let it give me 10 suggestions on something, and I said yes. So that's just a safeguard for generative AI purposes. In notifications, everything turns off. Responses, tasks, turn them off. Whenever you're getting notifications or stuff, your data is going back and forth. And if your data is going back and forth, someone can intercept it or, mess with it, and just keep those off. Personalization. This is by far the most important part of ChatGPT. Turn your memories off. Reference save memories off. Manage memories. You can see I have no saved memories in here. If you do, just delete them all, clear the memory. Okay. Record mode. No, do not reference record history. Turn that all off. In the custom instructions, this is where you can have it like call you by your name, or you could tell it to be sassy, or you could tell it to be witty, all the stuff they have here. The only thing I have set here is that I set it to robot because it doesn't give me all the flowery like stuff that it just like spits out instead of just answering the questions. And I'm always kind of conscious of my tokens, which is in another video about like what tokens are, and the limits that you have in a chat as far as tokens and what kind of conversation you're going to have before it starts to hallucinate. So I put that to robot. Everything else is off. In the advanced setting, turn all of this off. Turn it all off. Web search, code, canvas, advanced voice. Turn it all off. You don't need it. You will be using web search, but when you use it on the desktop app, you can just click on the globe icon when you need it and click it off when you don't. It's the same with deep research. And you are going to need the web browser function for when you're updating your rubrics and things, but by default, you want it off. And I have this for enable all new chats so that when I create a new chat, I don't have to go in here and mess with these settings again. For connectors, these are all the apps that you can connect to ChatGPT so that they run, really seamlessly with each other, don't connect anything. The more connections you have, the more chance you have of things floating out there and getting intercepted or getting used. So just don't connect anything. If you have something connected, disconnect it. Scheduled tasks, don't have any. If you want to manage them, it'll take you over to a different screen, but just don't have it schedule anything. Use some other app for that. Keep Chat GPT clean, um, so that you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. Data controls. This is the second biggest thing you got to look at. Improve the model for everyone. By default, this is on. So every time you do anything, you're training the model. And no way, I'm not doing that. So you turn it off. Turn all of this stuff off. Include your audio recordings, include your video. Turn it off. Don't let it use your stuff to train the model to improve it for everybody, right? That's not what we're trying to do. I want to use this as a tool, but I don't want to participate in the training of it. Remote browser data off. If you have it on, right? Remember, cite data between sessions. Reusing cookies so that you can have your conversation over 10 days, or you just kind of keep it in there, right? Um, it it exposes you. Turn it off. Delete everything. Delete. Just have your conversation when you have your conversation. If you got to redo your conversation, redo your conversation. Keep that stuff off. Shared links, don't share links. So if you have any links, unlink them. Archive chats, don't archive your chats. If you have anything in there, delete them. Uh, Delete all your chats, all that stuff. Delete everything. Okay, confirm deletion. If you look at, and I'll come out of here for a second because we're almost done. If you look at the side of my window here, I don't have any chats saved, and that's by design. Okay, and there's a feature that I'm going to show you at the end here that you should be using for every chat, but just look at my interface. There's nothing there. Back into the settings here. We're on security. You want to have a strong password. Ideally, multi-factor authentication should be enabled, but I'm only going to go too far. I'm a little too lazy to have to find a one-time code every time I'm getting into ChatGPT. So I have it off. It probably exposes me a little bit, but I think I'm doing the best I can when it comes to protecting myself otherwise. And then an account, export your data as needed. This is all your stuff, right? This is I'm in GPT Plus, and when I got to auto renew and all that, manage my payment, all that kind of stuff. Um, I don't have anything linked. Don't link anything, and don't receive anything, and that'll keep you protected. Bonus feature that you should know about. Right up here in the corner, see how this says turn on temporary chat, this little broken up word bubble here? When you turn that on, it's going to tell you you're in temporary chat. That means it doesn't save anything you're doing. It doesn't stick it in a little side panel here or anything. It's a one-time use kind of thing. I wish they would let you use this as a default, but they make you click it every time you get into it with a new conversation. In the web browser version of Chat GPT, it's this little bubble up here. Um, on the mobile, you have to go into the model and hit temporary chat there. So if you're working off your mobile device, that's how you do it. Big thing about the mobile device is that you can control memory on it, and you can't do it on the desktop app. So, like I said earlier, when you're doing your initial settings, this should carry over. What you're doing on your your web browser version should carry over to when you open the app and when you open the mobile app. And if you follow these instructions, you don't have to worry about privacy or improving the model for others. I will stick a simple text file into the description below that you can download that just has uh, a, a list as of August 2025 of all the things I just talked about, and whether you should toggle them on or off. It's always off, always toggle them off. But that way it's a quick reference guide for you, and I'll make sure that whenever there's a update to ChatGPT, that I go in and update the privacy settings document and let you guys know so that you can download that and see if anything's changed. If you have any questions, stick them in the comments. Let me know, and I will find out the answer and get back to you. If you found this helpful, then like and subscribe, hit the bell for future content, and that's about it for privacy. So I'm Matt Weiner for Fade In, original screenplays read by the author, and I'll see you next page.